This video has been highly requested by my family, so I thought, why not? I'll just give it a go. Anyway, greetings Star Lars forms and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be focusing on, yet again, another autism awareness video. But this time, I'm going to jump the gun a little bit and try to go into much further depth. Since the autism and literature video went really well, my family decided that I should do something different but stick with the literature part. So today I'm going to be focusing on picture books. Now, picture books, for those on the autistic spectrum, can be really exciting because if you know somebody who's on the spectrum, then you'll know that they love all the bright colours, all the pictures, and all the things that are happening. Some autistic children or adults may be very sensitive to colour, but if they love books and they love pictures more than the words, then these are the books for them. Picture books are also beneficial to someone who's on the spectrum but is non-verbal. When I was volunteering at my local library for the Summer Reading Challenge, the librarian who I worked with told me that most of the autistic people who come in, the first thing that they'll do is to go onto the picture book shelf. And it depends on what they're looking for. Sometimes it may be comic books, sometimes it will be magazines, and other times it will be children's books. I know that in today's society, a lot of people will try to forcefully push other people, especially on those on the autistic spectrum, to read at their literacy age. But because some of the autistic people may have difficulty reading and writing or speaking, then it's going to be really difficult for them, especially if they are at secondary school age. And I had this before and I thought to myself, oh God, it must annoying, it's horrible, I don't want to do this, but I know I had to because I have no other choice. But trying to be obedient, I did as I was told. But when I got to 17, I thought, maybe I cannot focus on the literacy age. Maybe I should go backwards and look at the things that I've been missing or want to read, but I never got a chance to. And that's when I fell in love and started to read Tintin. And it just went on from there. When I looked at the Tintin books, it made me think back to the books I used to read, or the books that my parents used to read to me when I was little. And it makes you really miss these special moments. And I know these hold a very special place in my heart, and they still do. I'll quickly show you some of my favourite books, starting with Tintin when I was a teenager to now, and then I'll work my way down to the picture books that I read or had my parents read to me when I was little. So what books are my favourite, or were my favourite? Well, let us start off with Tintin. At the moment I'm rereading the comics, and this copy, as well as the other one which I'm going to show you in a bit, are from the library. So I still order books from the library now and again, but sometimes I buy some books as well whenever I want to. And it's a great tip as well, because if you ever want the opportunity to read a book or to keep a book, make sure you purchase it from the library first, because it's free and you don't have to pay anything, except if it's a fine. For me, I didn't really collect and purchase all of the Tintin books, because the ones I did purchase, which was ages ago, well, they were given to me at Christmas and my birthday, to be honest. The ones that I've got and I've reread again and again and still currently on my bookshelf are the stories that were From the Calculus Affair to Tintin and Alpha Art, which is the unfinished Tintin story, as many of you know or don't know. I haven't really got far from the Tintin stories yet because I'm still in the middle, but every time I look at the pictures and reread the comics again, it always brings back wonderful memories. And for me, I pick up on the lines, I look at the pictures, and I think, yeah, that's it. That's my pictures. By the way, if you are wondering who's behind me, it's my little dog Freddy Fredster. He's just asleep. Hey puppy, you sleepy? Well, he's definitely a sleepy puppy. There we go. Hopefully the camera's on the right way, but if it's not, then I do apologise. Anyway, so I'll show you the pictures very quickly. I don't know if it's going to be in focus or the light's going to be great. So, oh no, the light's not going to be great. I'll just move him a little bit. Okay, hopefully this will be a bit better. Yep. I don't know if you could see them, but I think this is going to be the closest shot we're going to get. And my second Tintin book I'm reading is The Prisoners of the Sun. I haven't really touched on it yet, but I'm waiting until I finish The Seven Crystal Balls, because The Seven Crystal Balls is the first part of the story and The Prisoners of the Sun is the second part of the story. Both The Seven Crystal Balls and The Prisoners of the Sun have the same storyline, but it's in continuation. So let's move on to the proper picture books. And I dug these out of the cupboard, so it wasn't very easy just to pick and choose which ones, because in the wardrobe I have a whole collection of books. I probably had about 90 or 100 of those, but I've lost count. I could be wrong, but I'm no good at counting. Anyway, these are the books that I've read or had my family read to me. I Love You Blue Kangaroo. Definitely one of my favourites because I loved it, because I begged and pleaded with my parents to read this all the time. We're Going on a Bear Hunt. Oh, my dad used to love reading this to me, and I don't remember this, but he can remember that one day I was supposed to bring in my favourite book and I read it to a whole class in primary school. I can't imagine it didn't go down well. I'm not a very good storyteller. Angelina Ballerina. This was a very special book. I used to love it so much, and I read it to myself about a few times, and that was when I was about 9 or 10. So if we look inside, you got all the picture books of the characters. Don't know if you can see there. Yeah. And then you get a little envelope, and wait till you see what's inside. So you get something at the back, and then get it up. You get your own special little notes. So this note is one of them inside, and this one is a party invitation? Yep, it's a party invitation. But apparently it's not really the best party invitation, because if you know Angelina Ballerina from the nostalgia age, then you'll know the twins Penelope and Priscilla? Yeah, Priscilla, that's it, Priscilla. I've got to remember, Priscilla, Queen of the Desert, Priscilla Mouse. So this is the one, this is Angelina's, and then inside you get a good luck card, yay! And this is what it this is what it looks like inside, and it says, "To our darling Angelina, a wonderful daughter and a fine dancer, we are so proud of you. We know you'll give a really great performance, but in case you need it, we've enclosed something special for extra good luck." Oh, there's something inside! I forgot it. And there's this tiny little envelope. It's just teensy tiny. Oh, there's nothing inside! No! This envelope did contain a very special something inside, and it's on the illustration on the other side, and this is it. If you look very closely what she's wearing, then you'll probably know what was inside, which was a lucky star. I don't know if I still got it now, but it's more likely it's disappeared somewhere. But that's Angelina the Ballerina. She always collects things, but then they mysteriously disappear. But being a ballerina, they'll magically transform, and she'll get other gifts from her mum and dad in the near future. Susie, Sam, George and Alice. Oh, another classic I love. And then this book is Ruby and the Parcel Bear. Again, another favourite book of mine. I don't remember of the pictures much, but I certainly remember the story, especially the end, which, spoiler alert, Ruby the bear gets lost and she gets sent back to her owner in time for her birthday. Beatrix Potter, I won't go into much detail because everybody knows Beatrix Potter, so I'm going to pop to the side. Thank you. And finally, Florence Nightingale. Usborne Young Books always do really good information books about facts or people, and I think I used to collect a lot of them, but most of them have gone. But the only one I kept was Florence Nightingale. Since I came from a family who have experience in medical stuff, such as being a nurse or a doctor, I've always been interested and fascinated in medicine, even though I've just graduated performing arts. And this was one of the people I found very inspiring, because Florence Nightingale, she's actually a real person, and she gave her heart and soul to those who were injured in the battlefield during the Crimean War. And she all did that without having to get married or have children. And it just goes to show that women are just more than housewives or mothers. These were just some of my favourite books I loved and still love to this very day. I would love to show you more, but because of the time limit and I don't want this video to be too long and I'm going to make a mess, I've decided to only pick the very best few and the ones that are closest to my heart. If you do get a chance, please encourage autistic children and adults to read picture books first, especially if they are struggling for literature words in the school, or if they're non-verbal as well. Imagination can be more than just words, it could be pictures as well. And every time you look at a picture, you can imagine these pictures coming to life before your very eyes. And you don't really need loads and loads of words just to describe. It's plain and simple, it's perfect, and it's just easy as pie. And with that, I'm going to draw this video to a close. If you do have a favourite picture book, or a favourite picture book you had when you were little, please let me know in the comment section down below. I would really love to hear your thoughts and recreate some child memories with you. And if you are a parent or a carer or an adult who is on the spectrum and you still read picture books, let me know how these have helped you to develop your own social skills, communication, and in terms of creating or expanding your imagination. I would love to hear them so much. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you are new, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell for more future videos, where I upload videos every Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. And until then, I'll catch you very soon. Goodbye!
What a wonderful